Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. At 7 o'clock, it's time to call our meeting to order. Amy, please call the roll.
Mr. Shute.
Present.
Mr. Cost.
Here.
Ms. Ingold. Here. Mr. Labutus.
Here.
Mr. Marmy.
Present.
Mr. Neely.
Here.
Ms. Newman. Here. Mr. Barker.
Present.
Ms. Blind. Present.
Everyone's here tonight. Would like to stand for the invocation. Ms. Hickman, please, and then remain standing for the pledge.
You'll join me in prayer. Dear God, we just thank you so much for this gathering tonight and all those that come to make decisions and all those who come to listen and to help us know what they believe in and where they think we should go with the city. Lord, we put the city in your hands, and we ask for your blessing and your direction as we make decisions tonight. I thank you so much for the protection that you have provided for all of our safety services and the folks that are out on the roads and digging holes and just whatever it might be. Lord, we just thank you for all the employees we have, and we ask you to continue to protect them and take care of them. Lord, again, thank you so much for this gathering, and it is in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Mr. Labutus.
All right, I would like to introduce Ms. Kylie Lamb. She is a fifth grader at Downtown Elementary. She is going to lead us in the pledge this evening. Yeah, can you start us off? All right, be ready.
Liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. Y'all did a great job. Next up is caucus. Do we have anything tonight to change to the agenda? Minutes of the February 17th, 2026 meeting. Do I have a motion? Motion by Mr. Labutus. Second by Ms. Blind. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Appointments, there are none tonight. Reports of standing committees, finance, service, personnel without exception will be received and filed. Reports from city officials. Judge David Stansberry, 2025 Lincoln County Municipal Yearly Report. Brenda Cooper, Tax Administrator, Income Tax Revenue Reports for the period ending January 31st, 2026. Brandon Fox, Water Administrator. A list of properties being sent to the county property tax lien for past due water, sewer, storm water bills, total $4,394.78. Communication. Government Finance Officer Association Auditor Ryan Bubbs yearly comprehensive financial report for fiscal 2024 has met the requirements to be awarded GFOAS, a certificate of achievement for excellence in finance reporting. The certificate of achievement is the highest form of recognition in government accounting and financial report. Next up, Ohio Division of Liquor, transfer liquor permits from Central City LLC, 1875 Cherry Valley Road, North Ohio, to Molly Hebron Incorporation, 1875 Cherry Valley Road, North Ohio. Melissa Owens, Lincoln County Agency Partners, an email regarding the National Community Champions Week campaign supporting Meals on Wheels. Bill, you'll get another meal this year. Mike Smith, Lincoln County Foundation, an email regarding At the Table Impact event on March 13, 2026. Next up, it's public hearing 25-41. Amy, please read the public hearing.
Ordinance number 25-41 by Mr. Rath, Mr. Cost, Mr. Marmy, Ms. Blind, Mr. Barker, Ms. Ingold. An ordinance changing the zoning classification of certain real property generally described as 165 South Third Street, City of Newark, Licking County, Ohio. Parcel tax ID number 054-215808-00.000 from that of LB Limited Intensity Business Zoning District to TFR 2 Family Residence Zoning District, zoning code of the City of Newark, Ohio.
Heard the reading of 25-41. I'm going to open up this public hearing. Do we have anybody here to speak for or against 25-41? Anyone? All right, seeing none, we'll close the public hearing. Amy, please read 25-41 again.
Ordinance number 25-41 by Mr. Rath, Mr. Cost, Mr. Marmy, Ms. Blind, Mr. Barker, Ms. Engel. An ordinance changing the zoning classification of certain real property generally described as 165 South Third Street, City of Newark, Licking County, Ohio. Parcel tax ID number 054-215808-00.000 from that of LB Limited Intensity Business Zoning District to TFR 2 Family Residence Zoning District, zoning code of the City of Newark, Ohio.
Further reading of 25-41, what is your wish?
Mr. President.
Mr. Barker.
Thank you, Mr. President. I make a motion to approve 25-41.
Second.
Got a motion by Mr. Barker, second by Ms. Blind. Do we have any discussion?
Mr. President.
Mr. Barker.
Thank you, Mr. President. This has gone through the planning commission and their recommendation is passage and approval by this council. So I will be voting to approve, and I hope all our other members will approve it as well.
Anybody else? Amy, please call the roll.
Mr. Shu,
Yes.
Mr. Cost,
Yes.
Ms. Engel, Mr. Labutus,
Yes.
Mr. Marmy.
Yes.
Mr. Neely,
Yes.
Ms. Newman. Yes. Mr. Barker,
Yes.
Ms. Blind.
Yes.
25-41 passes 9-0. Next up is the next public hearing is 25-42.
Ordinance number 25-42 by Mr. Rath, Ms. Engel, Mr. Cost, Mr. Marmy, Ms. Blind, Mr. Barker. An ordinance changing the zoning classification of certain real property generally described as 200 Day Avenue, City of Newark, Licking County, Ohio. Parcel tax ID number 054-242886-00.000 and 024-233454-00.000 from that of single family residence RH High Density Zoning District to HB High Intensity Business Zoning District, zoning code of the City of Newark, Ohio.
Okay, we'll open up 25-42 for public hearing. Is anybody here to speak for or against 25-42? Anybody? Okay, we're gonna close 25-42. Amy, please read it again.
Ordinance number 25-42 by Mr. Rath, Ms. Engel, Mr. Cost, Mr. Marmy, Ms. Blind, Mr. Barker. An ordinance changing the zoning classification of certain real property generally described as 200 Day Avenue, City of Newark, Licking County, Ohio. Parcel tax ID number 054-242886-00.000 and 024-233-454-00.000 from that of single family residence RH High Density Zoning District to HB High Intensity Business Zoning District, zoning code of the City of Newark, Ohio.
Further reading of 25-42, what is your wish?
Mr. President.
Mr. Barker.
Thank you, Mr. President. I make a motion to approve 25-42.
Second. Got a motion by Mr. Barker, second by Mr. Neely. Do we have any discussion?
Mr. President.
Mr. Barker.
Thank you, Mr. President. This again also has gone through the planning commission and they recommend passage and approval by this council, subject to the inclusion of buffering and landscaping. I'm in support of this and I would encourage my other council members to also support this. Thank you.
Any other discussion? Amy, please call the roll.
Mr. Shu,
Yes.
Mr. Cost,
Yes.
Ms. Engel.
Yes.
Mr. Labutus.
Yes.
Mr. Marmy,
Yes.
Mr. Neely,
Yes.
Ms. Newman. Yes. Mr. Barker,
Yes.
Ms. Blind.
Yes.
25-42 passes 9-0. Next up is comments from citizens. Your opportunity to come and speak. Ask for your name and address in about 3 minutes. We have anybody like? Come on up, sir.
Good evening, Stephen Smith. 237 Violet Court. There's been a number of things that I've seen in the news and in the council proceedings and so forth about the tax increase that is on the ballot for this May. Some things that seem to be quite heated at times. A letter to the editor recently, it referred to it as the Great Deception or something of that nature. And I'm not sure I would characterize it that way myself. But I think the fact that I'm not sure is a problem. I think there needs to be a lot more communication about this. If we're going to get this passed. I happen to be of the opinion that the police and the fire department do need additional funds, and the extra money is going to have to come somewhere. And so I am generally in favor of the concept of this, of the tax. And not if it's going to be something that's going to just get into general funds, like it's being alleged in this, or without some sort of really good understanding of the, how this is going to be allocated to be earmarked specifically for the, police and, fire department. I think is a, real need for our community. The election is going to occur in about 2 months, so there isn't a lot of time. Get this word out to people, or get whatever this clarification needs to be, out there. Michelle has mentioned that, democracy is not a spectator sport. Something I definitely agree with. But there does have to be a spectacle. To the extent that there has to be the communication, people to make those choices. So I would encourage, city council and the news media, so forth, to try to get the word out about exactly what this law, this tax increase, how it's going to be allocated, so that, the people voting do have a clear understanding of what's going to be, voted on, and if they're being asked to, donate an additional portion of their income to the tax for these, for this purpose. They know exactly how it's being done. And, that, thank you for your time.
Anybody else like to speak at this time? Come on up, sir.
I'm at 456 Rockland Avenue, North Ohio. About a month ago, I came to this meeting about the trash around the Leeds property that was going down into the river. And I have not heard back from anybody, and I have contacted and talked to EPA Ohio and told them about the situation, sent some pictures, and they said they was talking to some member of the council and stuff here, and they were surprised I hadn't heard anything. I've done my best, you know, with the snow stuff melted to get down in the river and pick stuff up, that as we got more snow and rain, more of that trash is coming down the hillside and into the river. And I just like to know what's the plan. Is someone working on it? They're gonna talk to them, what's going on? You know, because I'm retired and I'm trying to do my little part, but a little bit of help would be nice. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else would like to speak at this time?
I'd like to commend this march, probably shuffling, Smith again, for 37 Violet Court. I would like to commend you for your actions and being a good citizen in doing that. And we do need more people like you. We want to thank you.
Anybody else? All right, next up is ordinance on the second reading, 26-03.
Ordinance number 26-03 by Ms. Newman, Mr. Cost, Mr. Barker, Mr. Marmy, Mr. Labutus, Ms. Blind, Ms. Ingold, and Mr. Neely. An ordinance vacating a 16-foot wide alley as shown on the plat of Fairview Acres Edition as recorded in Plat Book 4, page 96 of the Licking County Plat Records. Said alley is located between Morgan Avenue and Bonner Street, east of State Route 13.
Further reading of 2603, what is your wish?
Mr. President?
Ms. Newman?
Yes, Mr. President, thank you. I'd like to make a motion to approve ordinance 2603. Second.
Got a motion by Ms. Newman, second by Ms. Blind. Do we have any discussion? Amy, please call the roll.
Mr. Shute,
Yes.
Mr. Cost,
Yes.
Ms. Ingold,
Yes.
Mr. Labutus.
Yes.
Mr. Marmy.
Yes.
Mr. Neely.
Yes.
Ms. Newman.
Yes.
Mr. Barker.
Yes.
Ms. Blind.
Yes.
26-03 passes 9-0. Next up, ordinance on the first reading, 26-09.
Ordinance number 26-09 by Ms. Ingold, Mr. Cost, Mr. Barker, Mr. Marmy, Ms. Blind, Mr. Neely. An ordinance amending position classification, pay range, and department authorization table of the city of Newark, Department of Judicial, Division of Licking County Municipal Courts by abolishing one court security bailiff position classification, abolishing the position classification of assistant jury commissioner, and abolishing the position classification of small claims administrator, while creating one additional bailiff position classification and one magistrate administrative assistant position classification and setting compensation therefore.
2609 will be held until our next meeting, March 16th. Next up is resolutions on the second reading, 2604.
Resolution number 26-04 by Mr. Marmy, Mr. Cost, Mr. Barker, Mr. Labutus, Ms. Blind, Ms. Zingle. A resolution appropriating monies for the current expenses of the municipal corporation.
For the reading of 2604, what is your wish?
Mr. President,
Mr. Marmy.
I make a motion to adopt resolution 26-04. Second.
A motion by Mr. Marmy, second by Mr. Barker. Do we have any discussion? Amy, please call the roll.
Mr. Shute,
Yes.
Mr. Cost.
Yes.
Ms. Zingle.
Yes.
Mr. Labutus.
Yes.
Mr. Marmy.
Yes.
Mr. Neely.
Yes.
Ms. Newman.
Yes.
Mr. Barker. Ms. Blind.
Yes.
2604 passes 9-0. Next up is 2607.
Resolution number 26-07 by Mr. Barker, Mr. Cost, Mr. Marmy, Mr. Labutus, Ms. Blind, Ms. Zingle, Mr. Neely. A resolution authorizing and directing the Director of Public Service of the City of Newark, Ohio to accept bids and enter into contracts subject to the appropriation of funds for construction of the Granville Road Sanitary Sewer Relocation Project 2021-11 project.
2607. You've heard the reading of 2607. What is your wish?
Mr. President.
Mr. Barker.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to make a motion to adopt 2607.
Second. Got a motion by Mr. Barker, second by Mr. Neely. Do we have any discussion? Amy, please call the roll.
Mr. Shute,
Yes.
Mr. Cost.
Yes.
Ms. Zingle,
Yes.
Mr. Labutus.
Yes.
Mr. Marmy.
Yes.
Mr. Neely.
Yes.
Ms. Newman.
Yes.
Mr. Barker.
Yes.
Ms. Blind.
Yes.
2607 passes 9-0. Next up is resolutions on the first reading, 2608.
Resolution number 26-08 by Mr. Marmy, Mr. Cost, Mr. Barker, Ms. Blind, Ms. Zingle, Mr. Neely. Resolution appropriating monies for current expenses of the municipal corporation.
2608 will be held until our next meeting, March 16th. Next up is 2609.
Resolution number 26-09 by Mr. Marmy, Mr. Cost, Mr. Neely, Mr. Barker, Ms. Blind, Ms. Zingle. A resolution authorizing and directing the mayor of the city of Newark to submit an application to the Ohio Department of Public Safety for an award of fiscal year 2026-2027 funding under the Ohio EMS Training and Equipment Grant Program.
2609 will be held to our next meeting, March 16th. Next up is 2610.
Resolution number 26-10 by Mr. Barker, Mr. Cost, Mr. Marmy, Ms. Zingle, Mr. Neely. A resolution authorizing and directing the Director of Public Service of the City of Newark, Ohio to apply for, accept, and enter into a water pollution control loan fund agreement on behalf of the City of Newark for planning, design, and or construction of wastewater facilities, 16 North Separation Project Phase 1, and designating a dedicated repayment source for the loan and declaring an emergency.
For the reading of 26-10, what is your wish?
Mr. President.
Mr. Barker.
Thank you, Mr. President. I make a motion to adopt resolution 26-10.
Second. Got a motion by Mr. Barker, second by Mr. Neely. Do you have any discussion?
Mr. President.
Mr. Barker.
Thank you, Mr. President. This is an emergency. This is also just a resolution to update a previous resolution from 2022 for the water department for this.
Anybody else? Okay, Amy, please call the roll.
Mr. Shute,
Yes.
Mr. Cost,
Yes.
Ms. Zingle,
Yes.
Mr. Labutus.
Yes.
Mr. Marmy.
Yes.
Mr. Neely.
Yes.
Ms. Newman.
Yes.
Mr. Barker.
Yes.
Ms. Blind.
Yes.
2610 passes 9-0. Next up is 26-11.
Resolution number 26-11 by Mr. Barker, Mr. Cost, Mr. Marmy, Ms. Blind, Ms. Zingle, Mr. Neely. A resolution authorizing the conveyance of certain real properties now owned by the City of Newark, Ohio to Newark Development Partners as an agent for industrial, commercial, distribution, and research.
2611 will be held to our next meeting, March 16th. Next up is 26-12.
Resolution number 26-12 by Mr. Barker, Mr. Cost, Mr. Marmy, Ms. Blind, Ms. Zingle, Mr. Neely. Cooperating with the Ohio Department of Transportation, ODOT, for the construction of a multi-use shared path and bridge replacement on Granville Road and declaring an emergency.
For the reading of 26-12, what is your wish?
Mr. President.
Mr. Barker.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to make a motion to adopt 26-12.
Second. A motion by Mr. Barker, second by Mr. Neely. Do we have any discussion? Amy, please call the roll.
Mr. Shu,
Yes.
Mr. Cost?
Yes.
Ms. Ingold?
Yes.
Mr. Labutus?
Yes.
Mr. Marmy?
Yes.
Mr. Neely?
Yes.
Ms. Newman?
Yes.
Mr. Barker?
Yes.
Ms. Blind?
Yes.
26-12 passes 9-0, and our last one tonight is 26-13 expedite.
Resolution number 26-13 expedite by Mr. Marmy, Mr. Cost, Ms. Ingold, Mr. Barker, Ms. Blind, Mr. Neely. A resolution appropriating monies for current expenses of the municipal corporation.
For the reading of 26-13, what is your wish?
Mr. President,
Mr. Marmy.
make a motion to waive the 2-day reading rule on resolution 26-13.
Second.
Got a motion by Mr. Marmy, second by Mr. Barker to waive the 2-day reading rule. Amy, please call the roll.
Mr. Shu,
Yes.
Mr. Cost?
Yes.
Ms. Ingold?
Yes.
Mr. Labutus?
Yes.
Mr. Marmy?
Yes.
Mr. Neely?
Yes.
Ms. Newman?
Yes.
Mr. Barker?
Yes.
Ms. Blind?
Yes.
2-day reading rule has been waived. What is your wish?
Mr. President,
Mr. Marmy.
make a motion to adopt resolution 26-13.
Second.
Got a motion by Mr. Marmy, second by Mr. Barker. Do we have any discussion? Amy, please call the roll.
Mr. Shu,
Yes.
Mr. Cost?
Yes.
Ms. Ingold?
Yes.
Mr. Labutus?
Yes.
Mr. Marmy?
Yes.
Mr. Neely?
Yes.
Ms. Newman?
Yes.
Mr. Barker? Ms. Blind?
Yes.
26-13 passes 9-0. That completes our ordinance and resolutions tonight. Next up is your last opportunity to comment, citizens. Come on up, Tim. Take your time.
I'm gonna try to get through this.
Okay.
Hello, Tim Walgreens, 167 South Center Street. And I have shown some of you council people what I'm talking about. I like to see the curfew in this cell back on Wood Hall. We know we got curfew. I want to see them to enforce it. I got pictures, I show Baffin, Bill, everybody, kids kicking doors. Well, full face mask, kids as young as that on scooter. There was 9 of them kicking my door the other night, but 3 of them kicked my door. There was 9 of them in the yard. I like to see the curfew enforced fairly strict this year. I show pictures of them that even around other parts of town. When I put my name, my thing on Facebook, I got people from that place. What's that? Pearson Avenue, Fortin Avenue, a couple other places that they did the same thing. This is maybe getting a little out of hand. We need a curfew we got curfew, we got to get enforcement. So, we got kids throwing stuff off the parking garage. We got kids running the street at nighttime. If you drive around this town, like I do sometimes now, you see kids everywhere. I mean, young kids down in the neighborhood, around all the place. But, schools will be getting out, they'll start getting warm, and we need something, we need enforced everything. Thank you.
You made it. Good job.
Michelle Bowman's now 237 Violet Court. In comment to his comment, it's hard to enforce, the curfew at this point with the state that our city is in. And I feel for his problem. It's all over the place, and capturing it all at the same time is going to be quite a good trick. The thing is, our culture has changed, and our city does need to have some guidelines on some things that have changed. Like a couple weeks ago, I talked about how various stores are having to have signs about fireworks being blown in front of the doors. Also equally ridiculous. And I think somehow we need to communicate with our city in terms of how to solve that problem and perhaps change the culture a little bit. will be more humane for each other. A couple of weeks ago, a whole bunch of city employees came about, as part of the union, to change the topic, on not being treated fairly, and being paid, for their overtime. I think it's grossly unfair not to pay them when they have been working, through the night, to make our roads safe so that everybody else can go to work, as well, and working all day, and not to pay them, what they deserve is a gross mistake. And I just want to say that. Thank you.
Anybody else? City official?
That'll pass.
Mr. Mayor?
Mr. Smith, thank you for mentioning something about the income tax issue that's on the ballot. Just to cover a couple quick parts of it, we are at 1.75% right now in municipal income tax. And I want everyone to understand it's on earned income. It's quite different than federal and state income tax, and the municipal tax, and especially in Newark, is only if you earned income. If you're retired and on fixed income and have investments or dividend income or Social Security, it doesn't affect that type of income. So it's a critical, important part there. Knowing what we're asking is another 0.5%. 0.5% translated into dollars at $25,000 worth of earned income. That's another $10 a month. At $50,000 worth of earned income, it's $20 a month. Those are just, you can go through that. Why are we asking for it? Because prices have gone up tremendously and costs have gone up. We are the 16th largest city in Ohio right now. Very proud to operate as a small, intimate kind of community, but we're not. And, so we still have those costs. Of every city larger than us in the state of Ohio has a higher income rate than we have. Most of them are at 2.5%, more than half of them. And we're looking at 2.25% totally. And of the top 25, there's only 3 under 2%. So it's in the ballpark and even a little bit less than many other communities out there. I want everybody to kind of understand, we are not permitted by state law to use city dollars to advertise this ballot issue. We cannot promote it. That's the Ohio law. We can talk about it, and we're being paid as we set up here, so that's city dollars. We can talk about any questions you have about it. We can talk about potential consequences of not passing, but we can't per se do a raw campaign while we're on the clock for spending city dollars. Down to copying off anything on machines or anything with citizens' dollars. I just want to make that very clear and specific. We give our employees pay raises as they deserve on a regular basis through union negotiations. Those costs go up. The cost for equipment has gone up tremendously. And but this is a safety levy. Right now, out of the 1.75%, 0.25%, 0.5% of that is safety levy. After, if this would pass, then 1% would be a safety levy. And right now, that safety levy, even if it would pass, isn't enough dollars for police and fire completely. But this council, with my support completely, does a budget each year to fund them as they need to be funded. Because we believe it's an integral part of local city government safety. When you call 911, you want the best of the best showing up, and we have that. We want to maintain that. It's critically important. And so what happens if we don't get more dollars? We will be unable to hire additional personnel as the city grows, challenging the ones we have. Because the safety departments consume more than half of our budget, when there are cuts, they have to absorb those cuts. And that's a tough one. It's a real tough one, but we don't have a whole lot of pots to go into to try to balance that budget. The one thing we have to do that is very challenging, but I think rewarding, we have to have a balanced budget.
Washington does not, and I'll be the first one to say, that's why it's such a mess financially. So we have to project what our costs are gonna be, project what our revenue is gonna be, and the revenue has to cover the projected costs, plain and simple. And, you know, it's good for you citizens, it's good for everyone to do that, but it's not always easy. You know, Washington kind of just keeps padding it and adding it and borrowing more money and growing it. We have surrounding communities around here that put out very large bond budgets to do some operating costs. I'm not going to name any communities, but they cover operating costs with bonding. So they're covering some costs that won't last. That capital improvement might last 10 or 15 years, but they're going to pay for 30 years on the bond. We don't believe in that. We do fiscal responsive moves. Everyone's setting up here in many ways. So we wouldn't ask for money if we didn't need it. But at the same time, if we need money to keep up the services as you all deserve, it's our right to ask for. We need to. It's our duty to ask for that. Myself, along with this council, are committed to be fiscally responsible. So it's critically important that there will be news things coming out that's done by the private sector that'll explain this more in the next couple of weeks and do that. I know everybody gets, and I appreciate everybody wants to hear more, but we're doing within a time frame that can handle that. But the cost of mailing costs are atrocious these days. That campaigns cost an enormous amount of money. A postcard this size, 49,000 of those went out, cost $29,000. A local entity this past November. It's just absurd, and it's an enormous amount of money. So we're looking at some of that, but some other ways of doing it through the kind generosity of local donors and donors of some of our employees out of their private pockets and out of some of the citizens across the community. So with that, it's a big topic. There's a lot of parts to it, and we're happy to talk to anyone with more detail with that. With that, I'll pass. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Mr. Shute.
Thank you, Mr. President. I will pass.
Mr. Cost.
Well, I'm going to let everyone know that tomorrow night, the Licking County Aging Program is hosting a spaghetti dinner. And it's not just for us senior citizens. It's for some of the younger ones too that want to crack on that. So we hope to see you all there. It's a $10 dinner tomorrow night at the Licking County Aging Program at 4:30. I will pass.
Thank you. Ms. Abel.
First, I'd like to congratulate Auditor Buck for his certificate of achievement for he and his staff in the auditor's office. I think that's great. I also want to mention that on this last Friday morning, I attended a press conference at Central Ohio Technical College. And what I found out is first of all, I know we have a great educational system within Lincoln County. But Central Ohio Technical College, starting in the summer semester, is going to help people pay for their college to go to school. And what that means is that if you've lived in Lincoln County for a year and you have a household income of $100,000 or less, as reported on your FAFSA, those of you that have been to college know what a FAFSA is. It's a pain in the rear end, but you got to fill it out. But if you do those things and you meet those criteria, they are going to see that your college is paid for. So I think they're doing great things on Newark campus, and COTC is starting this in the summer, and I just think it's great, and I think everybody should know about it. So they assume that this year there'll probably be, by the time they start it, about 540 people at least that will take advantage of that. So I'm excited, and I congratulate them for what they're doing. Let me see if I have anything else. I'll just make one quick comment about getting paid. The law says if you work, you have to be paid, and you cannot not pay someone. I'm sure they're being paid. So if not, we've got no problem, but I'm sure they're being paid. And without Mr. President, I'm all done.
Thank you. Mr. Lubis.
Thank you, Sheriff. Again, I would congratulate Auditor Level on the certificate that he earned. That's great work from him and our auditor's office. And then I would like to echo what Sam just said about the scholarship program at COTC. I think it will open a lot of doors for Lincoln County families to be able to send their kids, or even if it's adults. Program, by all means, taking through it. With that, I will pass.
Thank you, Mr. Murray.
Thank you, Mr. President. Need to call a finance committee meeting for March the 16th. I too want to congratulate the auditor's office and Mr. Bub and his entire team, because his team does a phenomenal job up there. And with that, I will pass.
Thank you, Mr. Neely.
Thank you, Mr. President. I will pass.
Ms. Newman.
Thank you, Mr. President. For those who are a fan of the arts, Weathervane Theater Academy is a very wonderful treasure within our community. Opens Anne of Green Gables this Thursday. Tickets are $11, and there is a host of wonderful young people that have worked very hard. They're in fact in rehearsal for another hour and a half tonight, and will be for the rest of this week until opening night on Thursday. It's a wonderful way to come out and support local theater and our youth who are working to bring the arts into our community. That show runs through Sunday. So it runs Thursday night, Friday night, 2 shows on Saturday and 1 on Sunday. So, and I'm quite partial to the young lady playing Miss Stacy in the second act, who would be my daughter. So with that, I will pass.
Thank you, Mr. Barker.
Thank you, Mr. President. I need to call a service committee meeting for the 16th. As Ms. Engel said, Mr. Labuda said, the Licking County Promise is a huge factor for Central Iowa Technical College and huge for our community. I can't wait to see how that is utilized by those who apply for it. But I also want to say we have a true gem in our community with COTC and Ohio State Newark. Earlier last week, the mayor and I attended a luncheon with the president of COTC and the dean director of Ohio State Newark, as well as a few other elected officials, just kind of getting an update on the campus and realizing that there are not a lot of regional campuses through the Ohio State network that are as well crossover connected as we have here in our community. And we should be really thankful for that, because there are other ones around the state that don't function as well as ours does. I also learned something that I didn't realize, and I would not have ever thought. The Ohio State Newark campus, COTC campus, is more diverse than the entire Columbus campus of Ohio State. I was pretty shocked by that, but it's great to hear. We have quite a diverse group of students and faculty and people at that location. And as I've said, the Fifth Ward is happy to house them for many generations. One last thing I do want to address, Mrs. Smith, you talked about the overtime. Director Buskirk and I immediately got on that prior to you bringing it up, prior to the union coming in. Every member that worked overtime was paid overtime, or if they were able to take it as comp time, they took it as comp time. They could elect. They were paid off of their contracts. There are a few that have filed a grievance. I can tell you that. That will work through its standard grievance protocol, but no one has not been paid for the work they did. I can stand firm on that. And with that, I'll pass.
Thank you, Mr. Barker. Ms. Swan.
Thank you, Mr. President. Yeah, Licking County Promise is a great opportunity for our students. You don't have to spend $100,000 to get a great education. And to your point, Danny, that will help shift part of that culture that you had spoken about. So education, always the good news. That's a wonderful thing. I'd like to congratulate Auditor Buck for his certificate of achievement. Pancake Day was Saturday. Kiwanis has sent thousands of kids over the years. What a great organization. I was one of those kids. And it had a big impact on my life. And I appreciate them so much. They have done so much. They've been so faithful in our community. They're making a difference. Give Back Saturdays have continued in South Newark. You know, they haven't stopped. Great persons such as Mr. Friend
and the surrounding community continue to press in and care for their neighbors, to shovel snow, to pick up trash, whatever is necessary to lift their area. And I appreciate them greatly. Used to be, I had to show up first, but now I get there and hours ago they're completed, so they are great, great people. Mr. Friend, thank you for speaking with the law director. Leeds is private property, it's not city property, and I appreciate your investigation. Thank you very much. And Mr. Waldron, our safety director and our chief are here, and I'm certain they'd be able to speak to this. What you had highlighted, and it is an issue, and I thank you for coming up. Mr. Waldron's been been involved in our city government and as a citizen for a long time. And I appreciate this. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I'd like to congratulate the North girls who won in the district on Saturday. And they play tomorrow night. And I think the North boys are playing tonight as we speak, so hopefully they do well. Our next meeting, Mr. Labutus is going to join a elite group up here. He's going to join Miss Engel, Mr. Marmy, and myself. I think that's it. As a grandparent, his daughter is at the hospital right now. Daughter-in-law. So hopefully they'll have a great delivery and everything goes well. And I have a motion for March 16th. Motion. Second. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
On the point, the second floor, 1918. Hey.